How do you take your board from this to this?
Today, we are going to take these standard foamy fins that are just kind of flexible and not real cool. Get some FCS2 fin boxes in this guy.
So I've had this foamy for 2 years. And while it's a great board, one of the things that I kind of always was hoping for was the ability to change my fins out. Different size fins, different fin configurations, and an easier way to store the board and travel with the board. So Kevin found this company that offered these fin boxes that you can install in the board in place of the factory ones that come.
Most importantly, get fins in this board that will perform much better than the factory softy fins. Just a quick disclaimer, I did do the one fin box already so that I knew ahead of time what I needed to show you.
So the first step is to remove the old fins.
Very simple to do, just use your tool and remove these plastic screws. Simple as that. So these FCS2 fin boxes, specifically designed for foam top boards, were able to be purchased from Sanded, Australia. We'll leave a link in the description of where you can grab some of these yourself. First step, we've got these fins, pull them out, super simple, undo the screws, get these out. The fin boxes are labeled left and right. They've got a 5-degree cant on the side fins. The center fin does not have a cant. Make sure you look at the labeling on the inside. It'll say 5 left and 5 right. That is from looking at the bottom of the board when you install these. So, first thing we're gonna do here, we're gonna line these up. Now, as you can see, the holes don't quite line up. So we're gonna have to elongate one of these holes. I have chosen to elongate the front hole as the fin lines up better to its original position. Easiest way to do this is to set your rear part of that fin bolt in there. Use a Sharpie, mark that skin. I'm off a little bit there. We've got to come, we're going to take about that amount out. We'll do that on both sides. Left and right fins, like I said. I'm just making some very rudimentary marks of where I need to get that out. There's going to be quite a bit more material being pulled out here from this mechanism here that's going to be down in the board. The bottom skins on these boards pull off quite easy. We're just getting that extra material out of the way right now so that we can sit these down flush. So once they get set down flush, I will show you why I'm doing this first and we will outline the rest. So the bulk part of the skin is taken out with the razor knife. I'm going to use a Dremel like this with an end cut bit, also known as a rotozip tool. And we're gonna plunge cut down in there to get these fin boxes to sit in nice and flush. Come over here. Make sure we're grabbing the right fin box. And we are lined up perfect. Once it's now sitting down in there nice and flush, I'm gonna take a marker and mark all the perimeter of this extra material that I need to take out. All right, now that you can see that I've got the bulk perimeter of the material that needs to be removed. We're gonna remove that skin, the top layer of the skin with a razor knife. Don't cut too deep. Make some straight line cuts here at first. Get this pulled up. And that stuff will peel right out of the way, right like that. Go ahead and trim the rest of this. Getting all of this material out of the way is just going to allow us to have everything sit nice and flush in the right position that we need it to. All right, when you make the second cut with the plunge cut tool into this foam, you don't want to go too deep. You don't want to leave a bunch of excess void in that board. So what I'm doing is I'm setting up just a piece of tape on this drill at the depth that I need it cut at. I will know at this point that not to go any deeper than the tape. That should get me in the wheelhouse. So I'm gonna go ahead and router all of this out, and you'll see that now. We were able to get these boxes from a company in Australia called Sanded Australia. They were about $55 Australian, plus shipping equates to somewhere just under 50 bucks US to get them shipped here to the States. At this point, the foam is all routed out. We're gonna make sure that we don't need to make any more adjustments to get this fin box sitting in here. Now that sits nice and tight. So the amount of work that I just did was all that's needed to get this in there. At this point, I'm going to make sure everything from the other side is looking good, and then we'll trim the bolts that this comes with for the thickness of the board, and I'll show you how to do that. Give you an idea, here's some of the bolts that were in the factory fins, and they're all various lengths. These are what come with those fins, the new fin boxes rather. Make sure that they're the right length, and by doing that, I'm taking this measuring depth gauge, I'm going down to the point at the top of the board to where it's touching the top of that boss where it'll begin to thread into the fin box. We're gonna take this combination of the length that I need to get through that board, plus the amount of threads needed to go into that fin box. We'll mark it, and then we'll trim it at that point with just a hacksaw, small saw, cutting wheel, anything that you really have will work. They're just soft plastic. I take about 3/4 to an inch off of these. The front bolts are different length than what's needed for the back bolts on the side fins, which are even a different length than what's needed for that center fin. Just make sure you measure twice and cut once. I've got these marked off with tape where I need to cut. Simple hacksaw. And they are cut to length. We'll repeat that for all of the rest of the bolts. Really just as simple as that. Now we're just tightening these back down. We are gonna add a little bit of adhesive underneath these fin boxes, but right now I am dry fitting everything to make sure everything fits. Cool thing about these CatchSurfs, the fin thumb screw also works for these plastic screws. So we're just tightening everything down, making sure that we have a good amount of compression into the foam on this board. And I will flip it over to see how everything looks on the bottom side. And everything, if everything looks good, we're good for the final step. I think we're good. I'm gonna pop these fin boxes back out, put a bit of adhesive underneath there. It's not needed, just a little bit of extra insurance. Using just a bit of E6000 glue on this. This stuff sticks to most everything. And also the benefit of this stuff is all the extra that smushes out will be able to rub right off before it dries. Wipe off that extra glue. Let's flip this over, get the screws put in, and just like that, we are pretty much done. Simple as that. Get rid of those factory foamy top fins. Get some nice FCS fin boxes at Sanded Australia. We will leave the link to that website in our description.
So now that I have all new fin boxes and I can run my fins in a bunch of different styles, you're just gonna have to follow along and see which way you might find us doing this on the journey.